So I was watching the inquiry about Southport and my mouse fell and hit the ground. So I just have to use this one now. I wasn't happy, but this is what they were doing with me, only to get me locked up. So there's two extremes basically that they're going to. But I did a body cam recording anyway, just to be on the safe side. But they're doing the opposite. It's a game of opposite. So it's either one, you fall into one category or another, how they treat or mistreat you, basically, ill treat and abuse you. So I'm being blacklisted and persecuted by the establishment, including King's councillors and prior to now, Queen's councillor. They tried to set me up and influence and groom me to the extent that they would have me blame the Queen for sexually abusing me. Well, I don't remember that, but I remember Daisy Park and others sexually abusing me, and another others bragging about having sexually abused me.
Southport locals are still reeling from the child murders by Axel Rudakubana. Andrew Brown recalls July 29th, 2024, turning from sunshine to horror on Hart Street. The 17-year-old attacked a Taylor Swift-themed class at the Hart Space, killing Alice De Silva Aguiar, B.B. King, and Elsie Dot Stancombe. The Phase 1 Southport Inquiry report lists 5 systemic failings, calling the murders foreseeable and avoidable.
Yeah.
Brown says a vigil in Town Hall Gardens, organised within 24 hours, is often forgotten after riots nearby fuelled by misinformation. Merseyside police...
You see, they're being attacked on all sides, so this community needs to be helped. And Merseyside, Manchester is a drug proving ground, actually. So, in other words, they're always testing new ways to fuck your kids up. You and your kids, actually. So, I mean, I have mentioned that I recognise the taxi people involved, and there is an issue here in Edinburgh going back to between 2000 and 2004, even at the Castle Group, maybe even slightly beyond that. I would say beyond 2004. I can't remember up to what date, but you're talking up to at least 2011, when there was a big battle over whether certain taxi drivers were qualified and also safe to be around children here in Edinburgh. But it was in relation to a nationwide, and some would believe worldwide, taxi networks, various networks and groups, different charities that basically, as they say, form a network which you can actually compare to a communications network. Okay, so there was people turned up today that kind of left, a bit of a hurry at some point. They were talking for quite a while, and I decided to get out of the house and into the landing and see who was all there. And they were talking about an app. Look at that later. Because I'm going to have everything examined, so I'm going to have to look at how things are done. There was something there about how to test water and so on. But yeah, there's quite a lot here that's of interest.
Said 53 officers were injured in the Southport riots, with 8 seriously
You
hurt.
see, there's the wrong kind of people getting involved in all this, and some being forced into getting involved in these things. Watch that later. So I'm just gonna go south. We'll just go like that. Um, you see, I recognise the face, but obviously it's too young. But it could be just coincidence again. Uh, you see that this autism, you need to look at the causes. You see, I mean, they basically refused to section him, but at the same time, they've refused me to access justice and effective remedy for similar same offences because I've been stabbed as a child through the heart. Okay, and the people that match the ethnicity, and even one person that does actually match someone that I can identify as a person with hands-on involvement in abuses against me, either herself or someone of a similar ethnicity and physical appearance, actually, and the name Faulkner. And this is in the children's homes. There was one called Jane McPhee, and she did openly boast about intended to murder me. She wasn't at first, when she was found out. And she had a motorbike, it could have been a yellow one. And if you look at Lady or Dame Faulkner, she's of that ethnicity. Here it is. The government. I've got it on the body camera, I suppose. So, yeah, let's go for Dame. Is it Dame Faulkner? Yeah, there you are. Beyond all doubt. Here, this one. She is recognized by me. And if you look at the other one, uh, there is another one. This one here. That smell, I have to investigate that smell. You see, they're just not what they say they are. They're not for justice. They're not for equality. They're not for delivering justice for victims, especially in my age group. They're just not interested. They're going to have a look here as well. He's familiar, and that one. This one is familiar. Look, and there's a pair of glasses as well. See who's behind. Hardy. Well, that's no surprise. But they have used his name. I'll get that. I'm getting a taste again. This is another one. That might be European. But that's another familiar. I say familiar or similar. This is the one that was getting my attention mainly. Aside the others, but I was drawn to Hardy later, or maybe before, I don't know. Here's another one. That's another one. This one too. See how it jumps and you can hardly get my stuff together. Well, there you go.